and welcome to another episode of Monkey Around Reviews. Today we have the Nooie video doorbell camera. This thing is 2K resolution. It works with both 2.4 and 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi as well as Ethernet. It has two-way audio and it's got voice control. You can use this thing with Amazon Alexa and with Google Voice. It has cloud storage as well as SD card storage, so you don't have to pay for the cloud storage if you don't want to. And it works off battery. Now, I'm not a big fan of the video doorbells that work off only battery. I like being able to plug it into the existing doorbell wire, but this gives you the ability to move it to another location other than where your old doorbell is. And they say the battery will last up to a year. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what's inside. So upon opening it, the first thing you see here is the instruction manual. These are always important to have. And then you got the camera right over here. You can pull out this piece of cardboard and it's going to show you everything that you got inside. So we have here a Nooie thank you card. We've got a sticker here. It's got a cute little one-eyed creature, kind of like the camera is itself. We have a mounting template. And then this says it's the instructions on how to do the mounting. That's another thing this has. Two different mounts. I didn't mention that. It comes with the flat mount and an angled mount. Speaking of that, they're right here. So here is your flat mount. And when you take this out and you open it up here, there it is. Here is the angle mount. So you have two different options here, depending on if you want it flat against your wall or if you have it on the side of the house. You can go either direction, and it gives you that little bit of an angle here for the camera to look the direction you want it to. Put this over here. Here is the camera. So it's a little bit bigger than some of the other cameras I've used in the past. Let's see, it is about 1.5 inches deep and about 6 inches tall, and the width is about 2.25 across. So like I said, it's a little bit bigger than some of the other cameras. And that being said, it comes with a battery that they claim will last up to a year, so they probably need a larger camera size to put that battery in there. Here on the front, don't forget there is a protective coating that needs to peel off. So that closed little eyeball, that's not there normally. We will peel that off, and there now you can see the camera, the sensor, and then right here is the actual doorbell button. Now on this doorbell, you have those buttons and the speaker on the bottom, and that is it. There's nothing else on here because this thing is going to mount to one of these plates. If someone tries to take the doorbell off the plate, an alarm will sound because it's been removed. So let's see what else we got here now. This right here is the base station. It's also the Chime. So this right here is where the ding dong sound will come out of. It runs right here off of power. This is where the Ethernet cable will go. Like I said earlier, this will give you the option of either Ethernet or wireless to your home network on the 2.4 or on the 5 gigahertz network. There is a button here for syncing, and then right here, that's where you can put your SD card for local storage if you don't want to pay for the cloud service. That was in here, so we can take that out. And the last box in here says battery and accessories. So if we open this up, here is the battery, and it is a big battery, and it's got a little bit of weight to it here. So once again, here's the doorbell and here's the battery. So it's about half the size of the doorbell. And it just lines up, the pins go in here and it will click in. But I do want to show you right here on the battery, built-in charger. There's a USB-C plug. And then right here is the USB-C cable. So you'll just plug that in, plug that into any USB charger, and this thing will charge for you. What else we got in here? It comes with a Ethernet cable for the base station. And then you got this little bag here. Let's open this up. I'm guessing this is going to be the screws for mounting, because we have not seen those yet. And as soon as I get this open, there we go. This has, screws, anchors, and then a reset pin right here. And like I said, I don't know if this is for reset or if this is for ejecting the SD card. All right, now that we got everything out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go set the camera up outside, and I'm going to download the Nooie app, which is what controls the whole thing. So give me a second and I'll be right back. Okay, now I know I said I was going to go set this up outside, but I figured for this demo it's probably better to have the camera right here so we can see what's going on at the same time. So the first thing we're going to do is take this battery and we're going to put it inside. So it just clicks right on in. Just clicks right on in there, and that's it. It's in. Now, for this to work, this will need to be on the back. And like I said, it just clicks right in there. That alarm will go off once this is on, if this is taken off. Now to take this off correctly, you're going to use that reset pin. There's a hole on the bottom. You're just going to pop it in the hole, and that takes this right off like that, and off it comes. So it's that simple. And then to charge the battery, there's a little hook here. Just push on that, and then the battery can come right on out. So that's how easy this thing comes apart for charging. So once again, we're going to put this in here, and we're going to connect this just like that. And as you see, the light right here, the N on the Nooie logo is lit up because it has power. So I don't know if this is going to stand up. We will just leave it here off to the side for now. As a reminder, this is the base station / Chime. So we're just going to plug this in for power temporarily here. Blue light on the Nooie logo for power. So we're just going to leave this right here as well. So I'm going to grab the app and I'm going to switch over so you can see what I'm doing on here. So give me 1 second. Okay, so we're opening up the app now. And the first thing it's going to want us to do is to sign in or sign up for a new account. All right, so I've signed into the account, and on here you can see a camera list. No devices are added. So we're going to add one, and we're going to choose the right kind of Nooie camera. So we're going to look for the doorbell camera right here. And let me move this out of the way. It says power on your base station. Make sure the LED light is flashing blue. As you can see right here it is. Find an open central area of your home in the base station, the signal coverage, and hit next. Turn on location permissions. So here's where we're going to add the network that it wants to use. And we're going to connect it to the hotspot. All right, so I chose the hotspot name that started with Nooie, and now it's trying to pair. It's saying it has no internet, so that's just fine for me. Okay, the base station's been connected successfully. It wants us to name it, so we're just going to name it front door for now. Hit next. Click the next button when the base station's LED starts to flash blue every second. So now it's gone to a static blue, so we're still going to wait until it flashes once every second. The camera just made a sound. All right, so now it's saying to insert the battery and press the reset button once. Now I already put the battery in there, so I guess I need to take it back out and then put it back in again and hit reset. And now it says to wait until you hear a beep from the base station and that the doorbell's LED turns on to a steady white. All right, so you heard that. That's telling us that it's paired, and the light on here turned white and now it's turned back off, but it was white for a second. So we're going to hit next. Congratulations, you have finished pairing. Take the products out for a spin before you fix the doorbell to the wall. Push the doorbell button and see if the base station rings. So we're going to hit the button. I'm hearing them both. Do it again. They're both working, so we're going to hit continue. Name the camera. I thought we did that, but we'll do it again. Front door. Save. And now it's telling us to install it. Now once again, we're not going to go do the installation yet, but we are going to mount the back on just in case it senses that coming off while we're doing this demo. So we're going to attach this so we're nice and flat. Put this back down here again. The white light is on again. Alright, I've done installing device. I'm going to click that. And now there's a front door camera, and it's showing that the battery's half full right now. I will recharge it before I actually mount it. Your front door thinks it spotted someone because I just moved in front of it. So let's hold the camera here, and we're going to face the camera at me, just like this. So if I click the doorbell, it opens up the app, and there I am. So this is the camera, the one that's in the center is the doorbell camera. And then I can do a hang up or an accept, so I'm going to accept it. Hello. Oh, it's too close. Hello. Can you hear me? I'm not hearing out of here. Oh, because my phone is muted. Hello. There we go. Now I can hear it on both. Turn off that mic. So yeah, so it's working pretty well. There's a slight delay, but no more than a split second. And I'm going to hit hang up just because it was doing a lot of feedback. Let me mute the phone again here. Alright, so that works with the doorbell. So now let's say that I just want to look out the window. So I'm just going to hit the front door right now. And it says tap. Well, it's a privacy, so yeah. Oh, it's telling me that there's a firmware. We'll take care of that in a second. But so right here it says tap to go live. So if I click this, it's going to bring up the camera right away. So once again, the one in the middle is the camera. As you can see, I'm moving the camera back and forth. And then it says here that it's 2K. I can switch it to HD. So now it's 1080p. Or back to 2K. So depending on your internet connection, if you want to, if you're having a slow connection, you can bring that down a little bit. You can go full screen here. You have the bottom buttons here. One is for recording the video, one is for taking a snapshot. The one in the middle is an alarm. So if I hit that, the alarm will go off on the camera, which you can hear. And that's coming out of here. I can hit the button and it turns off. Then you have the microphone button. And now I'm talking out of here. And then you can turn off the audio, which is the red button, the blue button there. So basically you have recording, and then you have the activation of the audio and the alarms right here in the app. If we go into the settings, you have your general settings, which is the battery, your login information, the model, that there's firmware, the IP that everything's on. Obviously I have most of that hidden because you don't need to know that. Under AV, it's turning the doorbell sound on and off. You can have quick responses set up. So right here, we'll be right there, or please leave the package. So, or you can record your own. So when someone rings the doorbell, you don't actually have to talk to them. You can just send one of those quick responses, like this. So if I hit the doorbell again, I can choose quick response, and it'll say, please leave the package. And that's it. You don't have to talk to them. You just say, please leave the package, and they just leave it there. So you also under here you have night vision, off and auto, anti-flicker, 50 or 60 hertz, and then how long you want the recordings to be. You can do 15 seconds, 10 seconds, or 20 seconds, depending on the size of the SD card or how much you think is going to be recorded. Let me put this back down. All right, the next page is PIR detection. That's the sensor, so you can have that on or off to tell you that when it thinks it sees a person. That's that notification you keep seeing popping up on my screen. You can have the sensitivity at 3 foot, 10 foot, and 20 foot. That's really nice because some of my older cameras goes off every time the trash truck drives in front of the house. You can set up a schedule of when you want it to actually use that sensor. Human shape detection. It filters out the human motion alerts. And detection zone. You can come in here and you can choose the area that you want to have. So if you just want one small area, you just hit edit and you can come in here and choose which area you want to be the actual detection area, or if you want it to be the whole area here. Let's go out of there. Anti-theft alarm, that's what's going to set off the alarm when you take the back off, like I was showing you earlier. Storage, this is where you can subscribe to the cloud storage, or you can put an SD card into it for local storage. Sharing, you can put another user account in here so they can also look at the camera. And then supported third-party control. Let me move me out of the way here. It's where it shows that Alexa and Google Assistant works with this camera. And once again, the camera sees me. And on the very bottom, you can remove the camera completely. We'll go back out. If I move me up here, here on the very bottom, it says View Playback. If you click that, this is where you can view what you've recorded on your SD card, which I have not installed yet, or you can actually enter into the cloud from this section as well. Go back a page, and this takes you back to the front door base station that's connected to just the front door camera. Oh yeah, there's one more thing I wanted to talk about. We went through the settings for the camera, but we did not go through the settings for the base station. So we click on the base station button on the top, it brings up the firmware information, and it comes up with a settings page where this is where you can change the volume of the base station. It also lets you set the time or synchronize the time with what's on your phone. So if it ever gets the wrong time, you can actually update it here, which my old doorbell did not let me do, so that's really nice. And you can change the ringtone. So let's go into here. I'm going to aim the base station towards the camera so hopefully you can hear it. And I'm going to move the doorbell away because the doorbell right now is just going to be the chime sound. But right now we're going to do the first one, chimes. So I hit the doorbell. Now if I switch it to the next one, which is cosmic, it's going to sound like this. Then the next one's bird song. And then playtime, which is this. But we're going to leave it on chimes, just the default. There's also a New Year's 2022, which you can download. I'm not going to download that right now, but it is nice to see that they're going to be updating randomly some new ringtones if you want to listen to them. So that's it. The Nooie camera is very simple to set up. It took a little bit of time just for the pairing, but once it was paired, everything works really fast. Once again, I'm just on the Wi-Fi. I'm on my 5 gigahertz network, but it does let you use the Ethernet port if you want to, and that's going to be even faster. This camera is using a lot of the newer technology. Like I said, it was 2K, so that's a big upgrade from 1080p. You're going to be able to zoom in on the pictures and see what people look like a lot better with the 2K. And it uses the 5 gigahertz network. and you can stay away from the 2.4, which is very crowded because everything with the Internet of Things and most of the people using Wi-Fi are still on the 2.4, so that gets very crowded. That being said, the 5 gigahertz is not like going through a lot of solid things, so you may have to fall back on the 2.4 depending on how far the camera is from your base station. So once again, this has been Monkey Around Reviews with the Nooie Video Doorbell Camera. If you used a doorbell camera like this before, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. And as always, make sure you like and subscribe.
Yeah.